Mathematics is a universal language. It doesn't matter where you are, in which country do you live, which language do you speak. Mathematics is the same for everybody. Wherever you are, you need math. True or con? Math is life.
Hi, this is Mr. Eng going over Math 5, quiz number 13, 5.1 to 5.3, taken February 16, 2018. This quiz was out of 36 points. Quick directions, make sure to show all your work and block your answers. Question number 1, multiple choice, graph the function. F of x equals quantity x plus 2 cubed, x minus 3 squared. So you have these two functions here, and then basically you take what's in the parentheses and you set it equal to 0, 0 product rule. Subtract 2, x is equal to negative 2, and that shows here and there. X minus 3, solve it, x equals 3, and you have one there. So what's the difference between the two graphs? It's their multiplicity. Multiplicity refers to the number or exponent above the parentheses ones in factored form. It's factored. So here 3 is an odd, you do st, shoot through. 2 is even, you kiss. So here's an example of kissing, and here's an example of shooting through. But I don't want shoot through at 3. I want to kiss. So the answer is B. Shooting through there at negative 2 and comes back down at a kiss or bouncing off of x equals 3. Notice here you have an odd, so this comes x to the third times x to the second is x to the fifth, starts down, ends up, just like a x to the first linear equation. Let's take a look at some student work. Here's an example of some student work where it's kind of hard to see, but you're seeing x equals negative 2, x equals positive 3, and then they're squaring their multiplicity, and then they're showing their heart. It's an odd shoot through and then even kiss. Question number 2, which graph matches the function? So I have f of x equals 2x to the 6th minus 3x squared minus 2. Written descending order, x to the 6th, x to the second, x to the 0. So I'm just looking at the exponents for descending order. And then the highest degree there is a 6. 6 is even. It's an even number, right? Divisible by 2, no remainder. So I have an even degree polynomial here, and it's just like x squared, so it's going to start up, end up. Again, these would point down, both down, if there was a negative to show reflection over the x-axis. My a value is positive, so I need one that starts up, ends up. Not this one, so that would be A. The correct answer is B. Here, this one shows a negative even degree polynomial. This one also shows an even degree, so this one looks like a negative x squared because it looks quadratic. This one looks like to the 4th power. This one looks like a x to the 3rd positive but shifted up, maybe like right half and then up. Correct answer is B. Number 3, multiple choice. Identify the local maximum and local minimum coordinates of the function. Remember, a local just means based on the snapshot. What can we see? Here is the max. Here is the minimum. You don't really need this function. It is helpful. We know it's cubic and has to be a leading coefficient of negative. So that's called the leading 0 test. That's a negative. Positive 2 right there as my y-intercept, because you put in 0 and 0 and then you're left with 2. So here I have a local minimum. That's the order pair x. L values are 0 and then y values 2. And then local maximum right 4, up 4. And that'll be choice C. Question D, determine algebraically whether the function is even, odd, or neither. I think this was the most missed multiple choice question. I have the function f of x equals negative 3x to the 4th minus x squared. Algebraically just basically means you put in every x value, you're going to put in negative x. Negative x, negative x. Negative x to the 4th power is going to be negative x, positive, so that would become positive x to the 4th. And positive x to the 4th times negative 3 is just negative 3x to the 4th. Here this is going to become x squared, and the opposite of x squared is just negative x squared. And you'll notice that this is the original problem. If it's the original problem, it is even. If it is the opposite of the original problem and you factor out a negative 1, that'll be odd. And then if it's a little bit off, it's not the opposite, it's not exactly the same, that'll be neither. 2 points apiece. Identify whether the polynomial function graph has a odd or even degree. and a positive or negative leading coefficient. Okay, so a degree is the same synonym or word as exponent. So that's that small number to the top right of the letter. So, for example, this would be a odd degree. So this one is just like a linear odd negative leading coefficient. Starts up, ends down. So we have a negative leading coefficient, that would be B, and it's also odd because, like, again, linear starts just like a straight line this way. So your answer is B. Number 9, identify the leading coefficient, degree, and end behavior of the function p of x equals negative 5x to the 4th minus 6x squared plus 6. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the degree. The degree is the highest degree or exponent, so that would be a 4. So my degree is 4. Therefore, I can eliminate choices B and D. It's a little bit hard to see, but A is the correct answer. The leading coefficient is just your A value, and that's just the number in front and written in descending order, so that would be the negative 5 there. Now, the reason why it is A and not C, the only difference between these two is the end behavior. Well, the end behavior has the sentence as x approaches positive infinity, so you're going towards the light. Okay, it's going up, so that would be a positive infinity, but this has a negative, so I have to flip it. So this is an even degree function. Flip it, so it's down, starting down, ends down. So as you're going right, so that's what that sentence says, it's pointing down, and as you go left, it's going down as well. So if you want to match those up, this one is showing your x values, then your function is pointing down, and then as you go towards the right, its function is also pointing down. Your choice is A. So again, what you need to do is recognize this is even. Draw yourself an even looking degree function so it looks just like a parabola, and starting to end down, and then flip it. That's why I have it there in blue. The student doesn't have any work, multiply on the checking, but they should have at least a picture that might help them. So no picture, got it correct. Student got this problem wrong, got no picture. Alright, this student here drew a picture, they were wrong, but there's a couple of things that are good with it. They recognize a y-intercept of 6. They wrote between 5 and 6, I don't know if that's actually accurate if it was the x-intercepts, but they also show an even degree, but they didn't understand the negative coefficient. So at least the picture kind of helped them.
Missing formulas in life? Problems becoming too difficult to clear? Well then, you need Mr. Math Cleaning Solution. Just spray the liquid formula onto the mess, then wipe it clear, and enjoy the result. Mr. Math. Stay clean and calculated. Order now at www.gpproductions.com and get an additional